Greetings and salutations and welcome to this, our Curse of Strahd adventure, a D&D 5th edition tale that features, of course, these wonderful Patreons of the Dead Aussie Gamer channel who come and play with me every week in order to enjoy this horrible gothic game of dread. I am your host, Michael, the Dead Aussie Gamer, and welcome! Hello! G'day. I'm not going to do that the whole time, that's insane. First of all, let us give a warm and happy new year to each and every one of you who have joined us yet again. Oh my god, 2022, it has begun. I am so excited, so keen for all of the games today, and for the rest of the week, and for the rest of the year, you know, like, there's just so much stuff out there that is coming up. A big shout out, of course, to my dear and wonderful friend, the Forgeling, who has raided in with a party of 7. Please pull up a table and enjoy yourselves, my dear friends. And speaking of dear friends, I also see lurking in the chat none other than the dreaded GM himself. Hi, Dredd! I miss you, buddy! Welcome in, and thank you to everyone who has started our hype train. Now, for those of you who want to know how the hype train works, hype trains work in levels, and each of these levels will represent a new feature that will be unlocked for our lovely players. Now, I have a list of special features here beside me, and basically, the hype train level will determine the tier of special power that our group will get for today's session. So we are currently at a level 3, which is a mid-tier power, which, for those of you who want an equivalency, is roughly like a level 4 or 5 magic spell in terms of power and gain. And this will be, of course, an audience power, courtesy of you, fine, wonderful, and amazing people. So thank you. And if we get a 5th level hype train, it gets pretty wild. So yes, keep those things coming as we, of course, meet and welcome our wonderful players and find out about the characters that we are going to be playing today. So, with Esther, yes, hi. Am I? Oh, am I not? Oh, yes, I can totally share my screen with you. There you go. Oh, phew, I thought you were about to say, Michael, you've been muted this whole time. Oh, fantastic. Good, excellent. I'm glad to see that the Silence Wizard has managed to survive the goddamn freaking, holiday season. You know, I could have been okay with you. Oh, okay, fair enough. I think there is a Silence Wizard, but I think it's attacking you guys. So bear with me while I... there we go. Yep. No, they are attacking you guys. My players are muted. Thank you, GM. There we go. Now we have our lovely players.
Are we unmuted?
All right.
Are we unmuted?
Yeah, you are unmuted. I had to mute you guys. Like, just I wanted to start.
You could just say, "Be quiet nicely." Okay.
No, we live in the age of Zoom. I have the mute button. It's just you cannot give me power and ask me to relinquish it. What do you think this is? The Russian government? No, I'm joking. Anyway. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, let us meet these wonderful characters that we are going to be embarking on. And then we'll get into today's game where you'll get to figure out what's happening behind me with all this stuff. So yeah, there you go. All right, let us begin with none other than the delightful Ipselus, played by Kyle from Play Nerd Allies. Good evening,
Hello. Hi, I'm playing Ipselus, who was raised in the hells and had to murder all of his friends in order to prove that he was cool. And now he has fruit babies.
Indeed, you do have fruit babies, which have been imperiled many times.
This time.
Don't you touch my goddamn babies!
Sometimes it's been imperiled even by dreams and stuff like that. Next up, of course, we have the wonderful Neil playing the role of Vigag. Hello, greetings.
Hello. Yes, I'm Immersion Diversion Neil from Immersion Diversion, and I play Vigag, the Wizard Goliath Chronomancer. Currently in the search of looking for my students. And we have currently found one, but there's also a mishap happening right here that kind of has to do with that. So we'll find out in a sec. I'm so excited for today.
Good, you should be.
Yes!
All right, next up, playing the indomitable role of Argento, the Silver Dragonborn Paladin of the Silver Paladin Order of Dragons. That's fun. is none other than the delightful Charles from Iron Ghost Gaming. Hello!
How's it going? Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, buddy. Tell us about Argento.
Oh, Argento. I guess, he's at a bit of a crossroads with his being, I guess. He's kind of got this mission now, which is what he's sort of all about. So he's lost a bit of, I guess, patience within himself. He's kind of grown tired of not running at the danger that he so wishes and desires to do. Luckily, he's got these wonderful allies who keep him stable, because I think if not for them, he'd be dead. So he's ready to fight Strahd at any minute now. So I think that's where he's at.
Awesome. I cannot wait to see that happen. Next up, on the roads, we have, of course, the wonderful Tim joining us. Can you hear us, Tim? Yes, he can hear us. Hi, my name's Tim. I play Demiro. Demiro is a guy who tries to get Michael into as much trouble as possible while live on stream. No.
It means donating.
Demir is, of course, our whimsical satyr bard character who is high on life and love and food and wine, a valuable member of the party whose quest it is to explore and to enjoy everything that life has to offer. And yes, Tim is driving on the way home. We hope that he is driving safely, and I'm glad that he didn't respond, because that would mean that he's playing games and driving, and that is not safe. Next up, we have, of course, Esther, the wonderful, wonderful cleric of... do you have a god? I can't remember. I mean, I imagine you do.
Well, it's not exactly a god, it's just the concept of death, because of the idea of the laws of voting.
Yes.
So it's just like the concept of serving the cycle of life and death. Yeah.
There we go. So we have our wonderful cleric of the lower spirits, Esther, played by the wonderful McKinley. Hello.
Hello. How are you?
I am splendid, thank you. Tell us a little bit about Esther.
So Esther is as I said, she's sort of a traditional practitioner of the worldview of Vodou, as well as the traditional practices of Hoodoo, kind of a mix of those two. And she's kind of gone from a quieter, kind of reserved character to kind of like a begrudgingly motherly character, to where her job is just make sure everyone's like not going too far off the path, and is trying her best to make sure we get out of this current situation alive. Hopefully, we'll do our best.
Does she like to drink Yoo-hoo?
Like what?
Go away. Go away. I'm gonna get a goddamn spray bottle for you, Neil.
Look, Yoo-hoo is a literal like glue stick here, so you guys just sound crazy to me. Okay, just like Yoo-hoo is just glue.
I don't know what we're talking about.
I have no idea.
It's a
She wanted you to say, "I drink Yoo-hoo and practice voodoo and hoodoo." That's what he wanted.
Can we kick him? Okay.
I see.
Wow.
Also, I've apparently become threatening because I have a dagger now.
Yeah.
What happened? Why?
Oh, it's Tim. It's Tim.
Tim's arrived.
1 sec.
Tim.
Did someone just redeem a magic bag? What the hell?
A magic bag? Well, all right. Very well. A magic bag. So, actually, you know what? We're gonna throw this into to our level 3.
Roll for loot.
Well, here's what we got. So, for those of you who, and we got an insight bonus. Okay, well, I mean, give me a minute. Okay, here we go. Let me get the magic bag out of the way, because we have, of course, the wonderful Dreaded GM, and we have Forgeling in chat. I'm gonna pose this. Because we have our level 3 hype train, which entitles you to upwards of to a level 5 spell, the Dreaded GM and the Forgeling. A Forgeling, you need to say who you're going to give inspiration to. God damn it. All right. Now, the bag magic bag will produce a magic item. A homebrew item that Dread and Forgeling must make in chat. Doing so will, of course, generate this magic item that will permanently be a part of the group's swag. So the two of you, I invite you guys to create a magic item to throw at the group for today's game. Your limit is up to the power of a level 5 spell. Also, Malikisa, thank you so much for the donation. Guys, I need to get started. Okay, let me get started. So just let me go over this. So inspiration to one person, which Forgeling gives to Ipselis. So Ipselis, please add that. We have an insight bonus, which I'm going to give to the group. Please remember that you have the insight bonus because it will allow you to give to basically get some information that you'd find pertinent. And of course, we will then have the magic item, which will appear sometime soon, depending on what these two knuckleheads come up with. All right. Good. Excellent. Now, for those of you who want to support the channel, as these wonderful people have, you may do so through either the use of donations to gain certain awards and effects. You can do so through channel points, simply watching the show and having a bit of fun. So there you go. So that is what you guys have. Now, because we are a little bit behind, let's kick straight into today. I feel like I know what Malakisa is going for today, and so without any further ado, I'm going to give myself 5 jinx points because Malakisa is my favorite.
She likes hating us. No, just kidding. She loves Michael. Screws the party.
All right. So,
oh dear.
Without any further ado, and in honor of our dear friend in chat, let us begin. Our journey continues in the land of Barovia, a dreaded plain ensnared by a thick mist that covers the entire countryside. The people that reside here are forlorn and shaken by their constant weariness that surrounds them like an air of doom. The entire of Barovia falls under the reign of the tyrannical vampire known as Strahd. And our heroes have set their sights upon his castle, wherein our dear paladin Argento hopes to break back into his stronghold and liberate the skull of his ancient forebearer, returning it to his rightful resting place. Meanwhile, Ipselis, hoping to find some clues or evidence to his sister's whereabouts, and Vigag, looking and seeking the last remnants of several students that used to be from his university who had disappeared in Strahd's lands. Esther, looking for clues pertaining to the hellhounds that were chasing her sister, and Demiro along for the ride. We pick up our adventure back in the lands of Vallaki, a small, very, very unassuming town with a populace that has been acting quite bizarre. Every day they seem to celebrate a new festival, a new feast, a new holiday, and these are becoming quite common. Very common, in fact. The people talk about how Vallaki is such a wonderful place that, well, no one wants to leave. As time went on, it was uncovered that the people of Vallaki were not right in the head because something else was living there. Approached by a deadly creature, a huge being of malice and hate, a dragon, but not any dragon, an elder brain dragon, whose mind had been infected by the host of the Illid hive mind that had reached out to our players and told them that they should be assimilated. The group managed to rebuff the advances of this ancient dragon and awoke within their beds the following morning. However, doom loomed over them. And while yesterday the people of the town seemed to be caught in a near trance, today, well, they seemed perfectly fine, carrying about their day-to-day business like nothing was wrong. As our group planned to head to the Waterhouse in order to try and find one of Vigag's missing students, a woman by the name of Jade, they found instead Jade selling flowers by a street corner. But before they could approach, another merchant drew their eye. This was none other than Badham, a halfling trader that had been slighted by the group. Vigag, in his infinite wisdom, grabbed his magic bag of holding and threw it into another bag of holding, obliterating Badham's entire stock of magic items, both cursed and uncursed alike. He has now taken an affront to the Goliath and has invited him over to talk and negotiate, saying that he has something that might be able to free his student from the clutches of the mind-controlling dragon. Vagag, angered by the impudence of the halfling, has slammed his hands upon the desk in front of Badham, but has found he has been unable to remove them. A chittering and groaning seems to come from the desk as several eyeballs appear along its surface. Teeth begin to grow from around the edges of the table, and it is all too clear that Vagag has roused a sleeping mimic. And Badham looks at you with a wicked grin and says, No. Last time we had this dance, I had to walk away with at least half of what I owned. But I tell you what, you try that stuff again, and I'll take more than half of what you have, son. You hear me?
Yeah, he's just not stuttering. He's just standing in place just because he's like, he knows what he just did after he did it. When the eyes showed up, he's like, oh shit. So he's not moving his hands.
That is a pretty fair deal because you don't have much left for Garg after that.
Shut up. True. What do you?
Are there mimics down in the lower planes?
I'd say that there are variations very similar to these creatures. Mimics are not uncommon. They are able to shapeshift into a variety of forms, though you have never seen one this large. Normally, they're usually the size of an object, like a chest or a book. This seems to be about the size of a wagon.
Can I do an animal handling check on this cute little mimic? You're a monster.
No, it's a monster, which is why you can't.
It's a monster.
All right. The whole creature begins to once again let loose a kind of insidious growling sound.
Was terrifying.
Gross.
All right.
I just sigh. What do you need?
Badham. We're very, very sorry for what our friend did last time, and I'm sure you understand stupidity when you see it. There's maybe ask your forgiveness, good sir. This is obviously misunderstanding of the highest order.
That's right. You've got the mood ring as well if you wanted to give that a crack.
Oh, I honestly haven't. Sorry, it's been a couple weeks. I forgot about that.
It'll definitely work this time.
100% get it to work this time.
He's got inspiration.
I'm going to like sort of clear my mind, put myself into sort of a battle stance, and then take it to just a very gentle, very serene, happy space. Thinking about my sister and that moment on the hill with the flower. And I am going to, what do I need to roll?
Wisdom. I think that's what
I need to roll. Oh dear. Okay. Let's see. Let's see how this goes. Okay, I finally got over a 10. on this.
All right. So, Ibselis, as you gesture and rub the mood ring, you start to feel strange. As you do so, what is your current emotional state?
I am thinking about the moment on the hill with my sister, the last time I actually got to see her. So it's very sort of loving and gentle.
All right. After all, if I kill you, I can't really take your money now, can I?
It's true.
You watch as he sort of taps the table, and sort of rubs his hands, almost like caresses the tabletop, it then releases that sticky feel, and Vigog, you manage to pull your hands free.
Thank you. I do sincerely apologize for last time. I'm just not a huge fan of cursed items.
Oh, that's all right. I'm not a fan of having all me belongings thrown into oblivion, thanks to your, the efforts of people trying to roughhouse me. But as you can see, my friend here is definitely helping me take steps in the right direction.
I see that.
And you know what? As a show of good faith, allow me to present you with a complimentary gift.
The bag of holding.
He reaches into his pouch, and he pulls out what looks to be a very very mighty looking drinking horn. It appears to be a beautiful looking it almost looks like a bison horn, carved with intricate Viking symbols along its entire edge. If you didn't know better, you would say that it is a horn of Valhalla. When blown, has the ability to summon a number of Vikings to fight alongside you.
What?
And he says, as a bit of a peace treaty, shall we say, and perhaps now we can negotiate like gentlemen.
I put my hands at my side and said, of course, anything.
What's the curse on this one?
Oh, well, I never said that there's curses on anything.
I know you never said that.
So was he just giving us this one, or were we negotiating?
I would just like to say that I've never experienced a curse on my chopsticks.
Yeah, see, not all of the stuff that I have has curses on it. What kinds of things you're saying?
I think my companions are just being very rude.
Oh, very rude.
Don't you all think that you're
I'm
being very rude?
I mean, it's a free gift after all. What do I get from cursing you with free merchandise?
Entertainment.
Well, look, you're not wrong there. It is very entertaining.
Is Bathand still wearing the kind of like bolo tie with the symbol of his goddess?
Yes, he is still wearing the bolo tie with the symbol of Calistria.
Calistria. Okay. Okay. Just want to make sure, because I was remembering. It was like a bolo tie with the like sort of with the symbol. Okay.
Yeah, it's a bolo tie with inset into the gem is the symbol of 3 daggers. Yeah.
Do we
so
all
no
know
one
what
wants
it means?
this.
Oh no, absolutely, I will take it.
All right.
Oh, I was gonna say, as a apology, I will
I
accept it, just because if it's cursed, I will take it. But yeah, Ipsilis, if you want it.
Ipsilis likes treasure. Like, Ipsilis knows, like, if you're gonna survive, you gotta have this stuff. He is 100% here.
Oh yeah.
To grab the stuff.
All right. You grab hold of the horn and you feel the magic flowing inside of you. It feels wonderful.
Ooh, it does. It feels almost sparkly. That's lovely. I like it. Yes.
So, you said you might have something that could help my friend over there?
That's right, I do. You see, these little wiggly worms that you find inside some folks' heads, they don't like certain things. One of these things happens to be in this scroll that I got here. It's a tattoo that was given to me by some red wizards back in the lands of Tay. You have these tattooed onto her head, and Bob's your uncle. Severs the connection. Basically makes the worms all but useless.
Do you by any chance have anything we could put in, like, a liquid form? Or...
Well, I could chuck the scroll in a blender, and you could try feeding it to her, see if that works.
Might work.
I mean, I'm sure I don't know what you mean.
You're used to feeding
Blender,
things to
you
other
say?
things, aren't you?
Sorry, what was that, Tim?
Occasionally, yes.
Tim, what was that?
Nothing,
Tim?
apparently.
Oh.
Where
okay.
is my music going?
I hear
Not
sound.
over here.
Can you guys hear anything?
I hear like
can't.
what almost sounds like waves, but it's like
No, that's not me.
your wind.
Low.
That might not be right. Yeah.
Is that what we need? No, we just need.
We just need some
we
influence.
need everybody just start singing
All right.
different songs at different ways.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Esther.
I was just gonna say, she's gonna say, so when it comes to these tattoos, how exactly will we go about getting them on a head? Or is that for us to figure out?
Well, look, I can't give you everything. I can just give you the method that you can use to get the wiggly worm to stop controlling her is all.
That's fair.
So we essentially can free one person. I'm like whispering, like I know we're still in the middle of a village of friggin' monsters.
Tell you what, Badham, I can do a trade, or maybe I could do you a favor.
Now you're talking my language. There's a few little favours that old Badham here could use. In fact, one's a pretty easy one. All I need is a delivery. That's all. You agree to deliver the contract, and, well, we could say that we'll square you out for one of these here scrolls.
How many scrolls do you have, by the way?
Well, you know, supply and demand and all that. I mean, maybe there's a few more that I have on my person. But for now, let's see if you can get one, shall we?
Where would we need to deliver it to?
Oh, not far at all from where you guys are.
Is it still in town, or?
No.
Oh.
I'll need you to travel. Right now, we are in Vallaki. But I need this delivered to the north, of the other side of the lake, down into the Mount Baratok. There's a small camp. A man's there, and I owe him, let's just say a package. You get the package to him, and of course, we'll be perfectly fine and squared off.
Do I, by any chance, know how expensive, like a potion of invulnerability is?
Yes. You know its
How
exact
expensive
cost.
is it?
Damn it! Now you're asking me.
43,000 gold pieces, I assume.
Let's see. A potion of invulnerability is 767 gold.
I'm going to look at Badham and say, what else do you have in your bag right now?
Oh, I've got many a thing. I've got... well, if you tell me what kind of thing you're after, it's probably a lot easier than if I were to simply root around in what is effectively an entire warehouse full of materials.
I need something. I have noticed that there are many creatures in this plane,
There are.
wherever the hell we happen to be, that don't seem to respond to weapons that don't have some sort of enchantment upon them. I need something, a bow perhaps, big club, something like that, that is magical in nature.
Ah, so you're looking for a wee bit of an enchanted club, are you? Well, I think I can manage something like that. But what are you going to do for old Badham in return?
Well, it depends on if there are any negative repercussions when I use it.
No, I would never do such a thing.
Immediately, I would like an insight check. I immediately will take this insight
Oh, you
check.
don't need it. He's definitely being sarcastic. He says, "No, you know what? I'll tell you what. I'll sell you one of my finest magic clubs, right, gathered from the first sight of a meteorite that came from the stars themselves and landed on primeval Earth, back in another realm where it was then forged into a large club to use to beat to death the first fool who decided to cross another one of these ape people, right? It was forged, is made of an ebony stone it is.
Are you giving me an obelisk club? Is this...
What? What is obelisk? I don't know what this is.
God! Oh, God! I love you and hate you so much right now. Oh. I literally don't even care what terrible things it does to me. I will absolutely take.
All right. Very well. In which case, here is what I require from you.
Well, before he says anything, I'm going to just pull out my potion of invulnerability and say, how would you feel about this?
He he looks at the bottle and he sort of, yeah, no, this will do nicely, it will. And he'll take it and he'll put it behind his, you watch as a little mouth opens, and a tongue sort of grabs it and...
Do I know whether this is a fair trade?
Make a insight check for appraisal.
All right, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna insight him.
Now
All
would be a
right,
great time
let's
for an
see.
ion stone of appraisal, huh?
A 12. You know what? I'm gonna use my inspiration.
All right, make the reroll.
I want to know. Ah!
Maybe it's good, maybe it's bad. Who knows? All right. So,
Magic items are basically ultra rare. Like, most of us have one or two magic items. So,
Well, now don't forget, you all have potions of invulnerability because I distributed them to all of you.
No,
I just mean that you would know that trading in
We only had 3.
for an actual magic item would be a pretty good deal.
Okay, all right, I love it. Thank you.
So, he presents you as he reaches into the back of his little stall what looks to be a pure black club. It almost looks like a baseball bat, but with these stony ridges along its edge. While it is incredibly light as you pick it up, as you swing it down, it seems to bear a very, very heavy weight. As you hold onto it, I need you to make me a charisma check.
You're gross. And you should be ashamed of yourself, is what you should be.
Probably intelligent.
Oh, it's absolutely intelligent. I'm sure it is. Sam! Is that critical fail? Did I? 100%. So the thing that I want to know.
Use your inspiration.
The thing that I want to know is, does this interact poorly with my ring?
No. But
okay. All right.
But Ipselis does permanently lose 1 intelligence.
Ooh.
Go away.
This effect will happen.
Away.
This effect will happen once per week. You'll get to make a saving throw, and until eventually you hit a intelligence of 3 and transform into a Neanderthal.
Hey, at least those club does swing around.
Right.
There you go. You have your club.
But I love how intelligent, it's all about what you know, so all of a sudden it's just like, huh. What?
I feel like I'm forgetting something.
Something
Something
very
really
specific,
important.
oh
well.
It's gone.
Okay.
Oh, well.
Oh my god.
It doesn't matter, I can't remember the square root of 4 at the moment. I'm sure that's fine. It's just a slip of the mind.
No.
All right.
That's fine. Fine.
So, Badham, quick question. The contract, do you want us to deliver it before we use the item on her? Or is that what's happening? Do we get it and then we do the contract? Because I'm totally going to do this. Because I want to help her. But I don't know how this is gonna happen. Like, do I get the tattoo now so I can use it on her, and then we go do the contract, or do you?
Whoa, sorry. I'm sorry, but which one of us have destroyed each other's livelihoods in the past? No.
Right.
You go
That's
and
why I
do
was
the
asking.
you go and do the thing first, and then I'll give you the scroll. Thank you very kindly.
Okay.
I'm just gonna look at Vagog and be like, I really would like to try out this club. Seems very nice.
There's a rock
And
over there. Go ahead.
I'm gonna hand. I'm gonna look at Badham, and I'm just gonna like pull the giant club off my back, and I'm gonna be like, "Would you like this? I don't think I'll need it anymore."
Oh, that is a nice club. That is. Well, if you're getting rid of it, I can give you. I can give you maybe this eyeball for it.
God, I don't have any more inspirations. But is this to be replacing one of my own, or is this?
Look, what you do with the
more?
eyeball on your own time is perfectly fine. But do you want it? Otherwise, I can just give you this bag of maybe 10 gold.
No, it's just too interesting an offer to resist, isn't it? I feel like you're part hag, my good sir. You're a little good at this.
Look.
Can I attempt to see if
all right.
eyeball is magical?
Real quick. You don't forget you also have an inspiration from earlier on. An insight from earlier on from Roval Jax, and you've just received an inspiration from Brilchan.
Can I use that for my intelligence check earlier?
No. You can, however, Vigog, use it to identify this object as a Arcana check.
Oh, yeah.
Let's
Still use the inspiration, so I'll get advantage then.
All right, your insight check is
18.
Okay, so an 18.
Oh, you said insight.
Okay, no.
I did Arcana.
So your Arcana check identifies this. This is an Eye of Attrition. Now, an Eye of Attrition allows you to connect to a single object, attuning yourself to that object. So long as it is attuned, you may see as if your eye was scrying on that object.
It's a... Ooh. That's
However,
I forgot what the word was.
the insight, your insight check, which has come from the insight bonus given by Rova, is that this will require you to remove your eye, permanently giving you disadvantage on vision-based perception checks.
Okay, so...
Because basically it's blind, or you can see through the object.
It's an eye. It's a scrying eye, Ipsilus. You can attune it to an object and see through it at any point, but you will have to lose your eye for it.
You know what?
Could you
I'll do it.
Could you when you attune to the object, can you unattune to the object and then put it on something else later?
Yes, you can change the attunement of the item. It
Does
will take
be
you.
a magical object, or can it be?
It can be any object, as long as it is a. So it can be any object, non-constructs. So.
Right.
Oh, also, is it attuning?
If he wore an eye patch over the eye he replaced, would that mean he would have normal vision again?
No, it would have. It would give
attuned
it.
to that
It
patch?
would have a floating orb around the eye, patch. So it would still disorient him.
Another question is.
I don't need any other questions. I'm going to look at him and say, I'll take it.
The eye or the money?
The eye.
All right. He takes
See,
your...
Badham, I think you and I are of a kind. We understand the value that anything might have, including something
He
like
just
this.
smashes it into his face.
All right. You watch as
he puts
the mimic looks a little sick, having swallowed the club, and he goes, "All right, well, if you're agreeing to take the package, then here it is." He pulls out.
Is that okay with you guys?
He pulls out a solid gold box. The box is intricately carved with what looks to be several like sort of thorny brushes that twist and gnarl around what looks to be a rose. At the center of the locking mechanism, there appears to be a bird cage, but with no bird in it. And he says, "All right, take this to the north. There, pretty much straight north from the town of Alaki, across the river, and a little ways into the mountains, you should find my friend. His name is... Sorry, I was about to say Psellis because I was reading the chat. Because Psellis loses an eye.
Yeah, that's right.
It's pretty funny. I like that. All right.
Barb,
It is my friend. His name is Ronaldo. Give the box to him with my courtesies and return back to Vallaki.
You said it was like Lake Baratok?
Yeah, on the other side of the lake, in the forest, in the woods.
Okay.
Mount Baratok.
Oh, Mount. Okay.
I would like to. I'm going to look at Esther. Like I've seen her heal people before. I'm going to be like, Esther, love. Do you think you could help me with this? And I just point to my eye. Like, do you think we could pop this one out?
How do I best explain this? I can heal wounds. I'm not a surgeon, unfortunately.
Argento could help with that.
Yeah,
That's true. You've got fun little claws. Argento, can you...
Argento?
Good sir.
That spoon over there.
Could you please perhaps
not spoon.
just get this out without doing too much damage
I'm really
to
gonna
the
do
area
an eye
around it?
removal right here.
Sure.
Absolutely.
So, yeah. Argento
Wait,
just,
are we sure it's not a magical eye where if you just place it on your eye, it will like just kind of...
Ipsilus looks
use with
like
it?
Vigog. You, sir, just had a good idea. You should try it more often.
You take out the eye and place it over yours. As soon as you have done so, your eyeball begins to shrivel and wither away. As it falls like a dried, dusty bag out of your eye, revealing the eye slot, you place the alternative in. It takes a few moments, and after blinking a couple of times, your eye now has this kind of a blackish sclera with a mirror in the center of the eye, which reflects the what you are seeing in the scrying window. The trouble is, you can't see it. Someone has to be looking into your eye in order to see what is being scryed.
Oh, it's like a telescope. Oh, shit.
Okay.
At least you can still see out of
Betrayal!
Can you take the eye out and then look into it with your other eye?
Yes.
So I am going. So the first thing I am going to do is I am going to attune. I'm going to use this attunement to attune to the necklace that I have on, and then I'm going to put the necklace. I'm just going to shift it around so that it's on my back, so that I can see what's behind me.
Once again, you can only see behind you if you're holding your eye like that, like a mirror.
Yeah. Absolutely, that's fine.
That so you're just gonna miss an eye now? You're just gonna...
Very well. Now, as you do this, you have also realized something in particular.
Oh dear.
You have not put down the drinking, the blowing horn that you picked up earlier on.
That's true.
You've put the club away fine. You've taken out the eye, you've removed it, but the horn is still in your hand.
Okay.
Nice one.
I'm just gonna sort of hang it on my belt.
Excellent. As soon as you wear it, you watch, you sort of suddenly feel very cold. Incredibly cold.
Oh dear.
And your body starts to chafe slightly. Your entire undergarments have been removed and replaced with a string thong.
Bad Ham did it while you were distracted.
Does it make him feel more horny than he was?
No. It definitely makes him feel a bit more sensual. But more importantly, you find out that the horn itself is no longer magical. And you now have in your possession, and I wrote this down earlier, you now have the Thong of Barbarian Song. It functions as a horn of Valhalla. However, instead of summoning barbarians, it summons brabarians.
Yeah.
Which are basically very big, very hairy, very Viking men who are wearing budgie smugglers, for those of you who are in Australia, as well as string bikini braziers, should they be, should you ever command. And in order to do so, I will ask Kyle that you need to yodel in order to activate this ability.
played that
I need to
game on the
yodel?
Xbox.
You need to yodel.
It's spanked
Okay.
on the thumb
That is the
power.
activation trigger.
First of all, if any of them are like redheads, like that's like my unicorn, so I will absolutely be utilizing this. There's okay, let me see. I'm not sure if I
Look, I'm not gonna lie. You don't have to use it today, obviously. But I would like to give a special thank you to Forgeling and the Dreaded GM who created this homebrew item, thanks to our level 3 hype train and all of the wonderful people who supported it. That is now the magic item that is now in your possession.
All right. I do I know what how does it sound? It's like your lady, your lady, your lady. Who is that?
That is a yodel.
We're going to have to
Okay,
seek out the
alright.
other thongs of power now.
Yeah. Yes, now you must gather the thongs of power.
One
Yes.
thong to rule
All right.
them all.
Okay, cool. I'm assuming I'm gonna need to find like some baby powder.
Yeah, at some point or
To
another
help
you'll
with
need
the
to find. Yeah. All right. Having grabbed what you can, unless anyone wishes to speak with Badham further, McKinley.
So you're sounding bad. You're so like, yes.
No. This
Yeah.
is an open opportunity. Otherwise, Ipselis is going to slowly just curse himself with every item in the shop.
To death.
You know what? Is
It's
it
going to turn him
okay
into
if
the mimic.
you become a mimic? Is it okay if I say something though?
Yeah, of course.
Thank you. Well, she's gonna. So because she had kind of been hanging back while everyone else is kind of cursing themselves and doing spontaneous surgery. But she's gonna kind of walk up and say, "Excuse me, sir. As I recall, we weren't able to talk much last time from unforeseen circumstances. But I did have a question for you."
Well, by all means, I'm an open book after all.
Now, I understand that she kind of just points to where the bolo tie is, like kind of like at the center of the collarbone. You're as beholden to your beliefs as I am to mine, and honestly, I do have appreciation for those who know how to trick people well, but she pulls out the cards that he gave her. I know this may have been some sort of trick in its own, but matters of the family are very important to me. Were you very sure that you wanted to give up something like that? Something that belongs to your family?
He looks at the cards and he says, "Well, I appreciate your concern, love, but me and my family have about as much in common as you have with my table."
Well, now you say that. Just think she is literally a changeling, so...
He doesn't know that. Listen, I appreciate the value, but believe it or not, there's no trick to that. In fact, that's actually supposed to have been delivered to you. Payment in full, as far as I was meant to believe, anyway.
Ooh.
Truly. Well, I guess I have to find a way to the tip at some point, as you said.
Well, some old lady traded me something quite valuable indeed. So I decided to take it upon myself to make sure that I made her delivery promptly and as secure as possible.
Well, I do thank you for that.
Well, look, I may be a a purveyor in finer things that people may not appreciate. But Bad Ham's word is Bad Ham's word. I've never lied to you once.
Well, clever wooden is one of my favorite tricks, so... But I'll give you that. You have not outright lied to us. That would be too easy.
While Esther is talking to Bad Ham, I go up to Demiro and I say, we should probably ask him about that amulet too, because
Which amulet's that?
the one that we traded him. Didn't we trade him one to like?
You cast your minds back to the first encounter with Bad Ham. You remember that you, among the things that you had traded, you had swapped a strange medallion that bared the symbol of the sun. Inset into its middle was a ruby red gem.
Yeah, I mean, there was that trinket that we found.
Wasn't that one
Didn't
of
seem to
the?
do anything.
Wasn't. I mean, it seemed kind of important. We should probably ask him about that.
Well, it was just buried in a pile of rubble when I was digging through some trash at the Wizard of Winery. It didn't seem that important, but yeah, if you want to get it back.
Okay. Yeah.
Do I overhear them talking?
Yeah, you guys, you do.
Only thing I'll just add to that as well. If Bad Ham wants it, maybe there is some value to it.
True. If there's something we have that he wants, then it probably has value beyond what we are aware.
We should probably ask him about that. Sort of.
I'm guessing when you say we, you mean someone else.
Yeah, he doesn't like me much. I've already talked to him too.
So I'll just speak up to Bad Ham and say, excuse me, Bad Ham, Argento, you gave me the really awesome toothbrush.
Oh, I
Really
remember
cool,
that.
by the way.
Yes.
Yes.
I can see that your teeth are all sparkly and
Yes,
yes.
it's very good. Helps fight cavities. It's really good. Anyhow, just quick question for you there. Last time we saw you, we offered you this medallion sort of trinket we had. We're just curious if you still have it.
Well, I do have it on me. Well, I don't have it on me. I have it on old. I have not named the mimic, but I will name it
Mimi.
something. Mimi. Maybe I will call you Wagon.
Mimi.
It had a name, but we forgot what it was.
It's Wagon now
Yeah.
until I find a better name. Yep. I keep all me belongings in Wagon.
Just out of curiosity, what could you tell us about that medallion and why you wanted it?
Well, you see, there are many things that hold power in different places. Many things that people would rather have hidden from the world. And this is maybe just one of those things. As for what it does, could be nothing more than a little bauble. But as long as someone doesn't want Bad Ham to have it, that's where Bad Ham gets it.
Who wouldn't want you to have it?
Oh, well, that's the question, isn't it? You see, that thing there was covered with more wards to hide it away than I'd ever seen before in my life.
That
And we just traded it away.
Oh, yeah, no, that thing was incredibly valuable. I mean, you could have bought a small kingdom with that.
that's
How long would it take for us to get it back? That's a good question.
A small kingdom.
But do you have a small kingdom? Yeah, just...
Well, I have been knighted, see, and if
yeah.
Well,
this could be my kingdom, maybe.
Well, how about this?
Argento gets
What about this? How about you do your one job and buy the scroll from me first, and then maybe we'll talk about something a little bit more upmarket then, shall we? All right. Well, if there's nothing further, I'm going to try and get my way finagling with some of the folks here. But you all take care on your journey now. And
Can you, while we're gone, can you keep an eye on Jade over there?
oh, trust
Just-
me, I'll make sure that she stays good and safe. Wouldn't want her popping off and making this scroll less valuable when you return.
While you're looking after Jade, could you just keep an eye on Strahd for us too? You know, just make sure it doesn't move around too much.
What?
Oh
yeah, no. I'll ask him next time we're at. I'll ask him next time we're at poker.
Yeah, and it'd be also good if you could just cleanse the well of the town.
Ah,
That'd be
yeah,
great.
yeah. I'll get right on that.
Nice.
Nice.
All right.
I do have a question out of character though,
Yeah, go ahead.
because Esther wouldn't know this. But does the box happen to look like the one that Badham was originally trapped in that Demiro found that we were bringing?
Yes.
Oh, great, wonderful, beautiful. So Demiro, we have a box that's gonna trap someone apparently, but only Demiro
Perhaps.
knows this. It's beautiful, isn't it?
All right. So,
All right.
let's see. Now we have another insight bonus from Reaper 1984 art. Now, I would like each of you to make a history check. I'm going to get a quick drink because I am
Yeah.
puffing. I shall return momentarily, but yes, please do
Actually,
so.
a skill I'm good at. Yeah!
Nice.
A perfect roll.
I know nothing. I know absolutely nothing.
Oh, nice. That's 2 20s.
Nice.
Oh, we're gonna know so much. So what do you think we're gonna? Oh,
Our brains are so wrinkled, we know so much.
DC check 30. Ah.
Magog turns to you guys and says, sorry, I just kind of jumped it when I kind of just accepted the quest to go bring this contract. I should have asked you guys first if you're okay with doing this, or if we, because I know we were on our way to go to Strahd's castle, so.
I don't mind.
We've
Whatever
never
can
been
help
the
your
kind
friend.
to we've never
You
been
know,
the
I'm
kind to keep
sure
on track.
Sir Tim will be fine.
Yeah. Better help
figured
your,
this long.
your student.
Yeah, she might be able to help us fight Strahd after all, but
I
I don't want us to backtrack if it means we won't be able to help Argento's out with his skull.
I don't think it's going anywhere.
Okay.
It might though. That would be. But I do
Well,
like
it's-
Demiro's. I
All
like
right, so-
Demiro's Spicoli there, where he's like, "Will you do this and do that?"
Yeah.
Very nice.
Sure.
All right. So,
Demiro's
Demiro.
like, "All right."
Demiro and Vagog.
So Jeff Spicoli.
Yeah.
The two of
Oh,
you
my high
know
skills.
that there is only one person who you've heard rumored to be in the Slavic woods to the far north. Now, while Badham calls this dude Ronaldo, there is obviously something suspicious here. But you know that to the north, you've heard rumors from the days that you've spent in Barovia of the Mad Mage of Mount Baradoc. Apparently, more than a year ago, a mage had wandered into Barovia to free free the people of Barovia from Strahd's tyranny, but underestimated the hold over the land. And after a fierce battle, Strahd had driven the mage into the mountains. That was the last anyone had heard of them. The only person who lives in that area is said to be the mage who had gone mad from his encounter and who is well known for murdering and killing people in the area.
It sounds like a good rumor to have if you don't want anyone to go there.
Not
Very true.
Benedictine. He was a vampire hunter. Or werewolf hunter.
Sometimes the only solution to a problem is murdering someone.
It's not Van Richten, right? It's like someone else.
Could be Van Richten, maybe not.
Could be. The tower was abandoned.
Dilly the Doe,
Yeah.
thank you for the inspiration. Please tell me who you would like to give it to, and they will get it.
Yay. We'll have to find out when we get there. Were there pictures of Edricton at the tower?
No, there were not.
Oh, okay, so we wouldn't
It's
know what he
the
looks
diary.
like. True.
All right.
All right. Let's see. So
I'm gonna use my new bat. It's gonna be great.
as you slowly lose your sanity.
Yeah, totally fine.
All right. I say we start heading over there as soon as we can get this quest done. The sooner we can save Jade, and the sooner we can check the well.
It also gets us out of town for a while.
Or are we gonna do the well first?
Well, yeah, we're here. I thought we were just going to put
Oh,
the
okay.
horn into it and then purify it, but we can go
Yeah.
on the journey.
No.
whatever.
Yeah, we had
No.
we had that purifying item, didn't we?
Yeah,
Yeah, we have the
Let's do that right now. We're here already.
Is there any
Yes.
water in the well?
We're
What
not there yet.
exactly are you purifying?
We
Good question.
As I
Ooh.
recall,
Yeah, we-
there's only a few inches of water at the bottom of the well.
Ipsilus, you could scry to a rock. We could throw the rock
no,
down a well. We
we-
could look into your eye and see what's down there.
yeah, you could use
The
your
first thing I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to attune to something else. Can I?
Yes, you may. It takes you about
Okay.
5 minutes to attune, but you do so.
Well,
Can you
All right,
attune?
I'm
Is it
gonna-
only
we don't
objects, or
think-
can you do living things too?
I'll handle it.
No, just objects.
Okay.
Yeah, we dropped a few things down the well, and all we could determine was it was a long way down to the water, and we couldn't tell how deep it was because it got murky real quick. So the light sort of went out.
So what I'll do is I will grab just like a random stone, and I will I'll take a couple minutes to attune to that and then toss it down the well.
Well, I'll cast light on it before you chuck it down, so you can actually see once it gets down there.
Ooh, you're a smarty pants.
All right. Leaving Badham behind, you begin to leave, making your way towards the center of town. Following the alleyways and secret tunnels that the small child who had tried to lure you quietly to the well had followed, you eventually come to what looks to be an old and decrepit well. There it has a large piece of wood that seems to have been placed over the top of it and seems to have sealed it off. With little effort, you are able to push the lid off the well, and down and into the darkness you can see nothing. Casting your scry onto the stone, you cast it into the well. The light glowing from Demiro's spell illuminates the long descent. Ipsilus, you feel a bit nauseous, having plummeting, watching as you kind of fall down. Your eye currently out of its socket and in your hand as you look through it. Everyone who wishes to can actually look into it as well. Like, again, it's
like a projector. It just pops up.
no, it's just like kind of like it's like looking into a pool of water kind of thing.
Yeah. Okay.
As you reach the bottom, you notice that the rock does not sink into the fluid that is down there. It takes a few moments, but then it feels as though something is rocking the stone back and forth. And that is when the light reveals what is in the well. Billions upon billions of tadpoles swirling and wriggling around in the black inkiness.
Ooh.
Each with a mouthful of fangs and maws hungrily kind of exploring the new object that has invaded their territory. It slowly begins to descend, and your vision is then blackened by these creatures as they pull you deep into the darkness.
Well, that's quite disgusting.
So we're not going to be able to purify it if there's objects or living things in there.
I'm going to do a little experiment, I think. I would like to sort of tie a circle at the end of a rope and lower it down and see if I can't get like a single tadpole to get onto the rope and then pull it up.
All right. You lower a rope down into the darkness. As it goes a fair length, eventually it comes to rest at the bottom. As you hang on to it, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
Goodbye.
Right? It's been great, guys. I'll see you later.
All right, what'd you get?
Oh no!
Critical. How that's 2 in a row for me.
Does he have another inspiration?
All right. All of a
We do
sudden,
have another
Ipselis...
inspiration, don't we?
I think Demiro got the inspiration for that one.
Oh, darn it. Okay.
Oh, I did.
Ipselis, you are pulled over the edge and into the well. You begin to fall and plummet.
I'm
Cross,
going
facial
to,
shift.
well, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to, as I am pulled into the well, I'm going to release the rope and immediately, instinctively, just fan out my wings.
Your wings hit the sides of the well.
Can
He's,
I?
like, in it already.
Can I still see him as he's just fallen in?
I'm gonna give everyone except for Ipselis a dexterity saving throw to see if they can react in time as he flips over the edge.
I was gonna say, could I use my reaction to cast Chronal Shift to give him an extra to
This is
resave?
what we're rolling for
If
now.
you make the dexterity save to reflexively act in time. Demira, you may act. Argento, unfortunately, you may not. Vagag, unfortunately, you may not.
Damn it.
I'm going to cast Polymorph on Ipselis and turn him into a bat.
And turn him into a...
bat.
Bat.
Ah, very well. Ipselis, do you
Fabulous.
resist?
I do not.
Very well. As you let go of the rope, you are transformed into a small bat. And you then begin to fly above the water before you manage to hit. The rope falls in for entirely, and you can see that the whole surface of the water now becomes agitated. Lots of these tiny little wriggling things have started to move angrily. But then, after a few moments, it starts to clear, and you watch as the surface of the liquid becomes perfectly flat. Then, what you see...
As I'm flapping around.
You watch as a single golden yellow light opens.
Gross. Yeah.
Almost as if something with a big yellow eye is staring up the well towards you.
I'm not sure that wells are supposed to do that.
While I'm not going to spend too much time down here, but while I'm round
Fight the dragon in a dream. Maybe that's where he's actually holed up.
well, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to see, does this well have any, caverns or anything? Can I see the edges of the well? Or
Oh, it just leads down. Yeah. So there's no, sort of cracks or outlets or stuff like that. It seems to lead down into the water here.
Okay. I'm going to immediately just fly back up. Get the hell out of here. I know what a big eye means. I know when something's bigger than I am.
All right. As you fly up, you hear...
Do I just get shoved back up out of the well by this giant roar?
As you fly out of the well, and you this bat emerges from the well.
That's what bats sound like.
That is what bats sound like. Okay.
I'll put the boards back across this one.
You grab the board.
Well,
Well, what's down in the well?
It's big. There's a big thing down there.
Something we should kill big, or leave it alone big?
I think we should, for now, leave it alone. I think maybe last night wasn't really a dream.
Oh God. Okay. Yeah. Let's get out of here.
I think we should be very respectful of the power that seems to reside here. I suddenly understand why werewolves will not come here.
So how about that quest?
Yes,
Too late, bear talk.
Rocky. Let's go. I guess let's go. Did anybody share anything about this mad mage?
What was that?
Did anybody share any information about this mad mage? For those of us who are now idiots and have no idea what's happening.
Oh, yeah.
No, we're just conjecturing of who it may be, but we don't actually know.
Yeah, we were just talking about it, like thinking it could either be Van Richten, who was essentially Van Helsing, but Van Richten.
Who's Van Helsing?
What I'm asking is, has anybody actually discussed it? Like, is there any actual conversation happening that I might get a clue about anything or not?
Yeah, me and Demiro were kind of talking to each other, which he could have brought up. But yeah, we would have mentioned that that there was a battle. The Mad Mage is possibly someone who could possibly fight Strahd. But if Badham wants us to go bring this to him, what would happen? That must be super important that we bring this to him, that maybe he can fight Strahd with it.
I have a feeling it's more just because Badham likes collecting rare things.
True.
The last vampire hunter in the land. One of them.
Well, I mean, we can always ask him when we get there, so before we give it to him. So yeah, let's go.
Excuse me, Sir Richten, do you mind if we just capture your soul in this box?
Excuse me, Sir Richten, the one that they say kills everyone is mad? Yes, hello, we have a question for you.
and constructed deadly traps at his tower, which summoned a lightning dragon to destroy the entire thing, should anyone go in there.
Yeah.
I'm sure he's a peaceful chap that will just comply.
Hey, Epsilus doesn't know we were chased by a dragon. He's like,
I do not.
Right. It's a Tuesday for us.
Yeah, there's a dragon.
Have we honestly been playing long enough that we are now spending more time nostalgically reminiscing about earlier games? Is that how long we've been playing?
It's been 2 weeks!
I wanted to ask, as we are traveling north, can we stay on the lookout for the werewolves? Because weren't they in the northern
I thought they were south.
No, they were northwest. They were northwest.
Northwest, okay.
Yeah, they're northwest.
So
they're a fair way away.
Oh, those
Okay,
werewolves,
okay.
yeah.
Gotcha. Just want to make sure. So,
Yeah.
But still, probably be careful because traveling through woods of a haunted, trapped areas generally never safe. So
That's right, because there was
So, I look at everybody and I say, I'm not very familiar with this area, but I am incredibly familiar with forests and swamps of all stripes. Where shall we be traveling?
I think it was west.
All right.
Or
As
east.
you take a moment to discuss which way you need to be traveling, it is discussed that you will be heading north. There, after a short travel, you will find Lake Zaravik, a very large and immense lake, almost as wide as an ocean. On the other side is the Svalich Woods, and deep within there you should find the cabin where the Ronaldo is supposed to lie. You will, of course, remember that the last time you were there were a number of boats that were available for you, back when you had rescued a small child who had been kidnapped and absconded to said lake to be drowned on the behalf of Strahd in order to earn his mercy.
And then killed a dinosaur.
Yeah, we should probably go around the lake.
Did you kill the dinosaur?
No, we didn't.
We did not. It's still there.
No, we didn't. You,
Pretty sure I stabbed it a lot.
we stabbed it. You used heat metal on it, and we ended up doing so much damage that it just left us alone.
Yeah, it ran
away.
off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
But there is,
around.
of course, an angry dinosaur in the lake
it's
as
probably
well.
pissed
All of
Yeah,
which is shared on the journey. Which Ipselis is like, there's a what now?
This is a tour guide for
The
Ipsilis.
plesiosaur.
I feel like maybe this isn't the darkest timeline. This is the messiest timeline.
Well, I think Demiro, now that you have polymorph, you can turn into it, right? You can maybe try to get it to like.
Oh
Because
my!
the plesiosaur is a beast, right?
Please, can we just continue to not have a battle of dinosaurs at the
Just
moment?
go fight
We
the
don't need to go
plesiosaurs.
through battles.
I mean, I feel like we should summon some Vikings, and then you should just turn some of them into dinosaurs.
Badham's just
Yeah.
left Baroka entirely at this point. Badham's gone. He's left. We've been on this.
Absolutely. I'm just sort of very wary of what's happening. I'm sort of looking around like I know there's plenty of big old monsters in the lower plains. So I'm prepared for a big monster. I'm like, okay, we can do this.
This one we fought earlier on, so it should be fightable now, but I think if we wanted to avoid it, or if it did show up, Demiro could always turn into it.
No, I
Try
can
and
turn into a
convince it
giant
to-
shark.
Okay.
Isn't it?
I'm just gonna. Is there a
Actually,
boat here? Because I'm gonna get into the goddamn boat and start
Yeah, I was
rowing.
gonna
I thought it was a beast.
I'm done. Ipsilis is done talking.
All right.
Like,
So-
We're good. We're good.
Good. As you watch Ipselis make his way towards the shoreline, you hear the sounds of the lapping waves coming from the lake. Further up ahead, several canoes, as you remember before, seem to be sort of banked, many of which have suffered at the hands of time and weather. It is not difficult, however, to find an easy and very, very seaworthy vessel, and you take it upon yourself to liberate it from the bank, pushing it into the waters as it bobs lazily along the somewhat still-waved lake. You start to make your way up north. As you do so, I need one person nominated by the group to roll a percentage check for me.
Who's like, I feel like
the chat had
Esther.
suggested that I try and seduce the plesiosaur.
Absolutely, yes. Yes. Do you have a song ready?
I know you do.
Is there
I'll
actually-
roll the percentage.
Oh, there we go.
Oh
Whoops.
dear.
Oh no, you were okay.
I just grabbed it. So.
Yeah, you got it.
I'm gone.
22. Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
I love how Kyle's first guess was to just nominate me because of my luck with all the I don't think I've rolled below a 70 on a percentage.
Yeah, like
before.
I'm like, why would you not nominate the person that summoned
Roll a
a god?
99.
Well, high is not necessarily good.
Well, here
Oh,
kind of
It depends. It's-
No, it always is.
It always
all right.
is.
As you begin to make your way across the lake, you can see that there is a portion of the lake further ahead that looks to be bubbling. You think nothing of it at first, but as you get closer, it starts to get swelteringly hot. The water is boiling in your particular vicinity.
Ooh.
What is your reaction to this? As you start to steam up, it sort of bites and stings at your limbs. You could sort of feel the sweat dripping down as you're paddling. Every splash of water burns at you.
Did anyone think to go around the boiling?
I said
spot
that
of
at
the
first. I said the
lake.
lake at first, not the
I guess it's a
boiling.
large area.
I was saying we should go around the lake, but that's
lake? That would take too long.
yeah.
Maybe we should speed up.
Yeah.
Just keep
I'm down to
Through it.
speed up.
So
Double time.
as the water is beginning to boil, does that mean that it's affecting the boat in any? Like, is it manipulating the wood of the boat, or is the boat fine? We're just kind of suffering.
All right. As you look around, you see something underwater, something glowing. It seems to be warping the wood.
I'm going to
Okay.
cast Gust
Going
of Wind
underwater.
and try to get us out of here as fast as possible.
And I will use shape water to kind of current us a little bit faster.
All right. You begin to push and push, but as soon as you do so, you find that the wind itself does not balk. You see that the vehicle itself does not seem to move, almost as if you are being held in place. What would you like to do?
Oh no.
Oh my god.
Can anyone walk on water?
No, I got fly, but I can only cast it on 2 people.
Let me see. Oh, god, I don't know what to do.
Wait, actually. Oh, sorry. Go.
So Gust of Wind just isn't doing anything at all.
Correct.
what we're
We seem to be
Okay.
stuck.
So I have the cantrip mending. However, it takes a minute for it to activate. So, would there be a way to have it in motion to be because when we're about that, I would mend the boat, but as I was doing it, it would just get so much worse that it wouldn't do anything by that minute.
No, it's not breaking by that amount.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Question: is it the water that's causing us to not move, or is it something magical?
You look around. It looks as though it's almost like the steam is preventing you from moving. Make a perception check, Vigog.
Uh-oh. Roll high. Yeah, 18.
Nice.
Oh,
Cool.
What?
Oh,
That's
is it
a
an
thing.
elemental or something?
So,
it's a lot.
how very astute of you, Demiro. Behind you, the steam cloud seems to adopt a strange and pained face. It seems to growl at you as it moves and twists.
My Gust of Wind lasts for like a minute. Is it still going?
Yeah, but it has no effect on this.
I
This
wonder
is
if the
a steam elemental.
I wonder if the dinosaur in the lake just happened to be there when we were out, but the actual thing that everyone was sacrificing people to was actually this steam elemental.
Yeah, that kind of checks out.
Oh my god.
All right. Dr. Y has redeemed a inspiration for one of our players. Which player gains an inspiration? Right now, I believe Demiro is the only one with a inspiration. Is that correct?
I think so.
Yep. Cool.
So yeah, it's
All
us
right.
used one earlier.
All right.
Did we
And
not have one?
we're going to go into initiative. Huh. Starting
Oh,
with
dear.
Vigog.
All right. To try and get us away from the elemental, I'm going to cast a level 4 spell called Control Water. And I'm going to redirect the flow to go in the direction we are going so that we are actually getting pulled along.
I think what he meant, Vigog, was it's under us and holding the boat.
Right, so if I'm redirecting the flow, if it's under us, it's going to pull
There
it
is-
in with
there-
us.
there is no flow.
We're sitting on it.
There's
making a flow.
literally no flow.
No, you're sitting on the water. It's above the water.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah, it's the steam cloud that has risen up.
Yeah, we're on the elemental.
Go
Okay.
ahead.
Well, then
All right,
that's
Good.
in that case, I'm going to, at the center of the elemental, so it's not affecting us, cast Gravity Sinkhole and essentially pull all the steam into one point.
Okay, very well. What's the check? What's the save?
It is a con DC 14 save, and I can just drop that on you. Oh,
Okay, very well. Oh, that's a.
Is that just
21.
going to condense it into a water element?
So it saves, but it still takes half damage then. So
Yep, very well. Ipselis,
So-
you are the proud owner of a inspiration, which I've applied to your character
Oh,
sheet already.
yay. So
That
it does
is-
say with Gust of Wind that Gust disperses gas and vapor. And any creature in the line does need to make a strength saving throw or be pushed away. So can I at least help Vagog sort of like collects the steam like by shoving it. You're a monster.
So that'll be,
Hurt my feelings.
I believe it'll be 16 points of force damage.
16 points of force damage are done to the elemental as we then flip to Demiro.
Yes. Elemental.
But yes, your gust of wind will still be there. However, your wind effect will have no effect on the steam elemental.
Okay.
What do we know about steam elementals?
Knowledge arcana to know about elementals. Well, that is what I'm making up right now. Nice. All right.
Nice.
So, a steam elemental is a hybrid from the elemental plane of both fire and water, where they both intersect. Though its face likes to appear within the steam itself, it cannot exist in areas of cold temperatures, finding it incredibly painful to contend with. They are conjured by areas of intense magic and bound in shape. They do not require food, drink, or sleep. And in addition, they have the ability to... Oh, holy crap. They can actually summon both air, water, and fire elementals, potentially, depending on where they are.
Right.
So in this case, I would say that it would be able... It would technically be able to summon water elementals, I'd say, because of where it is currently.
Yeah. Right.
Yep.
Also, Ipsos has the inspiration, so...
Yeah. All right. Cool. So, Demira, that is your knowledge check, but you could have that.
Right. I will give a bardic inspiration to Argento as a bonus action.
Very well. You bardically inspire Argento.
And I'm just going to see if stabbing this thing does anything.
Yeah. All right. Make your attack.
Nice!
Critical hits.
Nice.
You stab it with the flute and starts leaking fog. Nice.
All right. 15 points of damage dealt.
Seemed to do something.
It did very much do something.
Jinx him.
Okay. Yeah, very nice. Next up, Ipselus, aka
Oh,
Fruit
Lord.
Daddy.
So I am like just sort of looking at this thing like, what do you guys always get me into?
Honestly, this wasn't here the last time we were here, so...
I just want to go find my sister.
Summon the Vikings!
They don't come with like a longboat, do they?
They would if it's appropriate.
I am
Oh no.
absolutely gonna summon
If it's
a
appropriate.
fabulous Viking on like a glorious party yacht. Like, what do I?
You know what you need to do.
I'm going to look at this elemental, and I'm
Wait, I'm
going
gonna
use
lower
the
the
gust.
I'm gonna lower the music so I can hear this. Here we go.
I'm going to look at this elemental, and I'm going to use the gust of wind to amplify my voice
Yes!
as I go. Yodelay, yodelay, yodelay.
All right. As soon as you do this, your clothes jettison from your body, and you are standing there in what looks to be a chainmail bikini
Yep.
and a very thin thong with Viking insignia all over it, to Budgie Smuggler, and
Absolutely.
and all of a sudden,
you definitely do notice that Ipsilus is pretty impressive. He keeps it tight. He keeps it toys. Okay.
The what? Keeps it.
Okay.
Nice.
Let's see if I can.
Sensual Viking song.
And what is this item called that I have? It's the horn
Song of Songs.
Yeah, no, the Thong of Thong of Viking Song.
Oh, Viking song. And how often can I use it? Like once a day, I'm assuming.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Maybe
I
we
love it
should
was like you
use
can
it.
only use it one time, and we used it to fight Steve.
It's called.
Okay. So, with a large horn being
Okay,
blown,
now that we know what it does.
with a large horn being blown, the Vikings, banging on their war drums, come sailing across the waters, cutting through as. By the way, Flizzguard Gaming, welcome. I can't
Blizzard
explain.
High!
I'm sorry. And aboard this Viking longboat is what looks to be about a half dozen barbarians, men and women, who seem to be wearing the same chainmail bikini and thong, and seem to respond in yodels to Ipselus as they come.
I'd like to hear how they respond, if you don't mind. Mark.
Oh no, they will. Are you ready? You ready for this?
He's just pulled something up.
No. I'm gonna go with this, right? So
Ooh.
all of a sudden, as the Viking longboat gets near, I'm going to burn one of my jinx points.
They could have just synced it up.
And all of a sudden, you hear a terrifying
Uh-oh. No! No!
What is happening?
as a giant plesiosaur
You can make attention.
with a spear in its neck swims up and crunches the Viking longboat into oblivion, and you hear the sounds.
This is a picture on the screen.
As
I
the-
would like to officially announce that I am nonplussed, sir, about this development.
Welcome back, everybody.
Welcome back! Happy New Year!
We got party boats.
But now you know what a plesiosaur is. And thank you, Malakisa, for the for the donation
Awesome.
of the jinx points.
I love
Managed to
the
summon a
jinx
boat of Argbarians instead.
points.
No, they're called Brabarians because they wear bras.
Yeah, but they all just died.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Argbarians.
Ex-Barian.
They
Okay.
came from the Castle of Arg.
Ipselus, you are now standing there cold and in a bra.
I still look fabulous.
You do
though.
look fabulous. Your abs are like rocking it right now.
They're amazing.
They're amazing.
Does
I
he
mean,
still have
I'm
his
surprised
magic
that
cape?
the steam elemental isn't just straight up drooling.
Well,
right now.
technically,
Come on.
like with the steam elemental, it's almost like you're in a sauna. You know, like just
Perfect.
yeah.
You've actually made it more
Beautiful.
powerful now.
I'm
'cause
dressed.
you've got the room.
He made it more powerful.
Well, with that being said, the elemental continues its onslaught. Ipselus, you do still have a move action, and because I'm not a monster, I'm going to give you a standard action as well.
I mean, after that, I'm gonna, you hear like the yodel fade. He just looks
Yodel!
very, very sad.
Oh no.
Yodel, no.
Is the plesiosaur still there, or is it not?
Oh no, it's gone. It's eating Vikings.
It's having its
Very
own
rude.
fun.
Very rude.
It's having its own fun.
Very
Um,
pleased.
Very
am
pleased,
going
Diosaur.
Since apparently nothing I do is useful, I'm just gonna try to protect
You
myself.
could try and use your ring on the elemental.
I am absolutely not going to do that right this moment, sir. I am too disappointed. I wouldn't do that to a poor elemental. It's just doing its own thing. I am going to cast protection from good and evil. So at least if the elemental comes after me, it will have disadvantage. And I will just stare forlornly into the water at the shimmering chainmail bikinis of my fallen brethren.
That's true. You watch as several tiny little flared lights appear just on the surface of the water with like bits of the boat. See the dragon head sort of bobbing up and down in the water as
Oh my god.
as you honor the dead, honor the fallen. All right.
High on a hill was lonely fruit, dad. Lady, oh lady.
Nice.
Also, thank you, Noria, who
That's fabulous.
appreciates my my pronunciation of the plesiosaurus. It sounds like a tavern.
Dinosaurs.
I like it. Yes, it's a brothel in my dinosaur world. The plesiosaurus. All right, Esther, it is your turn.
Okay. Also, my connection is currently being awful, so I'm not sure how this is gonna go. But Esther is going to look at Argento and is gonna just ask, Argento, you're kind of the best of this when it comes to the cold, right?
Well, yes, I can breathe ice, snow, and cold, so I guess.
I love how chill Argento is. Well, yes, as you can see, I have a certain expertise.
He's been knighted. He's now calm as he's cold as ice. No.
He's as
Calm
cold
as he
as
is
ice.
Cold.
Willing to sacrifice anything and everything.
Oh my
You're right,
goodness.
was. I thought he was just warming up to us.
Okay.
But yes, I have a certain skill with ice. Yes.
Your particular set of skills includes ice. I love it. Okay. And so like the steam element is just kind of surrounding us. Does it have like a focal point after the gravity sinkhole?
It's kind of behind you, and it's like
Behind
grabbing
us?
onto the back of the boat. Where the gravity sinkhole kind of hit it, there isn't really a centralized point, but it's just kind of like stirred up in behind the boat.
Okay.
Aim for the eyes.
In for the eyes.
I don't know.
Alright.
It's so
We have
eyes.
eyes. We forgot. Dang it. It doesn't have eyes.
It's Steve, it has no eyes.
It's Steve.
Kick it in the balls. It has no balls. It's Steve.
Steve.
Rip its arm off. Neil.
Anyways. So also just from my own knowledge, Argento's breath weapon is cold damage, or I forget which one it is.
Yeah, it's ice.
Okay.
Cold.
Then I'm just gonna kind of say, I'm gonna try to give you a leg up now. And she's gonna use Guiding Bolt to try to give Argento an advantage on his next attack.
Ooh.
Guiding bolt.
Guiding Bolt! Prepare. Guiding Bolt. I'm gonna use it at second level.
Ooh,
but
nice.
Look, I'm just waiting for the day I can use Guiding Bolt at like 5th level and absolutely like use an at 20. Just get
Annihilate something. Like everyone, shoot this thing, and then you just obliterate something. It's just like, never mind. All right,
Okay.
that'll hit.
And that's 46.
Ooh.
Boom.
Okay, and then one more, I think. Wait, let me double check. That's what happens at second level. Yep. Okay. Let me add one more d6. Perish, Faustine.
Ooh, Esther's getting bold. Nice. Perish.
You say that. I say that. Out of
I
character. Weird.
know.
All right.
But yes, now, Argento, you should have advantage on your next attack against this creature.
Indeed. Do you have a condition that you can drop onto the creature?
I do not. I don't. Let me see. Oh wait, here it is. Sorry, I'm sorry. I never noticed. Here it is. I didn't know the extra.
Done.
It's got a down vote.
Excellent. All right. It is now the steam elemental's turn. All right. As it holds onto the boat, it is going to try and topple it. No, I'm joking. It's not. That's mean. It's not going to do that. But it is going to try and slam someone. I don't know who, so I'm going to roll a d6 to find out. On a 6, it will attack the boat. 3, so that is 1, 2, 3. Argento.
Ooh.
All right, Argento. Slam attack. Argento, you quickly duck under this huge waft of steam that passes by over your head harmlessly.
Shakes the boat.
It is going to attack again.
Don't tip
And
the
go
boat.
for Vigog.
Ah! Oh, that's gonna hit. Maybe. Most likely.
It
Yeah.
does hit.
Oof.
As Vigog takes 14 points of damage.
I'm going to activate and actually tense my muscles up and use my stone endurance and reduce some of that damage.
Oh, very nice. All right. As you reduce some of the damage, I need you to make a dex saving throw.
Okay, I'll do that first.
Who's
That's a
giving me
natural
thumbs
20.
down? You're fine. You managed to stay on board the vessel without being knocked overboard by the steam elemental.
Awesome. And I take... Where is it? I gotta find the trait first. Stone endurance. Roll d12, add my con modifier, roll, and reduce the damage by that total. 12 plus 2. That is, I reduce it by 4, so I take 10 damage. Or wait, what's my con? Yeah, 2. Okay, so yeah, I just take 10 damage then. So I will put that in it. There we go. Alright, then I'm good.
Argento, it is your turn.
Yes. All right, so you said earlier this thing's is it like attaching itself to us in any way on the boat?
Indeed.
Like, yeah. All right, so what I'll do is I'll use my breath weapon and breathe my cone of cold against it to try and freeze part of it that's sort of hanging on to us. So yeah, roll the so the breath weapon is basically they must make a save against let's see, it's 8 plus my con. So I think it's 13, DC 13, or take half damage.
All right.
So it'll be 3d6 damage, but yeah, if they save on the DC, they take half.
All right. So what's the DC?
13.
Natural 20.
Oh, damn!
All right. So Argento takes a deep breath in and
Pop. No, I go to blow out obviously all the ice cold, but it seems
now,
to be
keeping in
half
mind-
the effect.
it is, however, vulnerable. So you actually do normal damage to it.
Ooh.
Ooh.
So it's 3d6.
11 damage.
Yeah.
All right.
Is there? Can I? Sorry. Can I just put my hand in the way of your breath weapon and take some damage?
I mean, if you must.
I would like to do that, and then I'd like to use my reaction to cast Absorb Elements.
Ooh.
Very smart. I like it. All right, very well. Make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. Maybe this wasn't a great idea.
Well, you take half damage, and then you get a
Full damage. So you take 11 points of damage.
Okay. All right.
Does an absorb element make it so it takes half damage?
Yes. Now of that, you will take 5 damage. Sorry,
Okay.
6 damage. You'll take 6 damage. That is going to be soaked into your frosty, freezing ability.
Fabulous.
All right. As we then return to Vagag.
I actually have 2 attacks.
Oh, you do? Yes. Sorry, you may make your other
Yes.
attack if you'd like.
So the other attack, I'm actually going to roll. I'm gonna use the whip this time. I've never used it.
Oh, okay. You get advantage on the whip,
Also-
which should automatically roll if you roll it.
So basically,
Also, I was trying to remember. Whenever you got the sword, didn't it do something with cold damage to all your weapons, or just it?
I don't. That's a good question. I don't remember.
Because I remember when you got the sword, there was something about you can apply cold damage to certain weapons.
I think it was with the weapon that he had.
So 24.
All right, that'll
Yeah.
hit.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah,
that makes
and you
sense.
should be able to drop
Okay.
stuff on the elemental in the
Sure.
map. Yep.
Oh, okay. So
What
I think
is
it just
happening?
does.
What's
one,
happening?
But it increases every time. It just does the 1 damage, but now it's 2 damage.
Yeah, so you hit
Next
it.
time I
second
use it.
time.
Oh yeah, and then it'll double. Yep. All right,
And it just
1
keeps
damage.
going up. I think it was up to like 12.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh my god, yeah.
So is that per encounter though, or is that during the whole day?
During the encounter, during the target. So if he changes
Okay.
target, it'll reset.
Oh, yeah.
All right, this is the Hydra whip. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, Demiro, it is now your turn.
Isn't it Vagag?
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
it
Yes,
was-
it's Vigog. Sorry.
So I... You know what, after doing that big amount of damage, I'm going to do a thing that makes it so that I don't have to necessarily keep casting spells. So I'm going to pick the focal point where I targeted with my gravity sinkhole, and I'm going to shoot obviously as long as within range still, like the 30 feet. But I'm going to cast my witch bolt. Just at level 1.
All right, very well. Make your attack.
I have advantage on it. Okay. 16.
Very well. With a 16, that'll hit. As
Wait,
your witch
does
bolt
I think that was-
strikes.
That was from the guiding bolt. That would have happened on Argento, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
it
but-
would.
So I don't actually have advantage.
No, that's
on
okay. I'm happy to give you the 16. It's
Okay, no problem. Alright, so I do 1d12 lightning damage to it. Yeah, 12 damage! First, it's okay. I did max damage for a half resist, so it's okay.
Yes,
But
it is
now
quite
he's
resistant.
latched on. Now it's latched on, and every turn it comes back to me, I'm just constantly pushing more electricity into it.
All right. Next up, we have Demiro.
Oops. There.
Well, it seemed to be damageable by my magic sword. Give it another stabby stab.
All right, stabbity stab stab.
Ooh, nice.
Ooh. Oh, nice.
All right,
Okay.
10 points of damage. Slowly picking away at the creature.
And I will give a bardic inspiration this round to Ipsilus, since he has just absorbed a bunch of ice damage. Probably be upset if you missed with it.
All right. Ipsalis, moment of truth. What do you got?
All right, here we go. So you watch. So Ipsalis is a horizon walker. He knows his planes, right? He sees where this guy's coming from. He knows the ice. You watch as he pulls out his new bat. By the way, Michael, do you have a stat block for this thing?
I do.
That I can you drop it in so I can
It is there.
with it? Where?
It's on the main map.
No, he's talking about
No, I'm
his
sorry,
ballot-
my club.
ballot.
My new club.
Oh, your new club. Oh, it's exactly the same as your old club, just with a magic weapon. Let me. Okay, you know what? Let me do it. I am the GM, and I am responsible. Club of the Neanderthal. Okay. It is a. No, you know what? I'm just gonna do this the nice and easy way, and I'm gonna show everyone me doing this so that you guys know that I'm not cheating. I'm gonna get rid of your Club of the Neanderthal. There you go. Get rid
You're
of
a
that.
monster.
All right, here we go. So I get items. I'm gonna go with, let's see, club. I guess you're getting a club, right?
It's if I can have a great club like I had before, that
Great
would be
club.
great.
All right, great club. There we go. Great club +1. There you go. So you got a great club +1. Okay, which is gonna be.
You have to make it so it shows up for him though, because otherwise it's not going to show up with all the effects.
Oh, okay.
No,
there
you'll
you
have
go.
to go into and
Done.
you'll have to make
Done.
it so
There you
he's-
go. So now he has the.
There we go. And it's equipped. Yay!
Boom.
Okay, now there it is. I see.
Done.
All right, fabulous.
Good GM is good.
Okay, so thank you,
It's just a
GM.
magic +1
we-
that reduces your intelligence.
Yep. Every week it has a chance to reduce your intelligence.
So as he knows his planes. He sees this thing. He's like, you just watch as he sort of like pulls out his new toy and he's like, let's see what you can do. And you watch as he sort of runs his hand over it, and the ice that he absorbed sort of travels up the length of the club as he also does his planar warrior. And you watch as it's sort of like a cloud of ice forms at the front of it.
Ooh.
And he just steps to the back of the boat and he will take 2 huge swings at this guy. Let's see
Ooh.
if he actually makes it. It's 16?
16
Oh, you
will
can put on the thing.
hit.
No, that's okay. And swing number 2.
Natural 20!
Roll it again.
Yeah. What?
Oh, he's using
I'm
his
gonna
thing.
use one of my jinx points.
Roll it on the Steam
You can
monster
drag and
roll.
drop it onto the Steam elemental, and it tells you if you hit or not.
Yeah.
Okay, and I only 19.
All right,
Fine.
fine.
There
All right,
it is.
so 2 attacks,
Alright,
2
not
heavy
great,
hits.
but-
Make your attacks as you.
And then plus a 1d6. Actually, because he's vulnerable to cold, it'll be a 2d6.
Correct.
So there's. All right, so I can't seem to roll the d6 on him, so I will roll it over here.
Yeah, in the chat's fine.
D6 plus a 1d8 for the force damage.
Ooh.
And I.
Wow!
So he is
16,
pissed off.
20,
He is not having this from
Is
you.
the D8 on both
Wow.
attacks?
What?
Is the D8 on both attacks?
No, just the first one. The ice and the
Okay.
force are on the first attack.
Did a total of 34 damage. Nice.
Yeah,
All right.
like he's
And-
like, oh, you killed my Vikings! No.
All right, and with that,
Wow.
the elemental dissipates, turning into a low rolling mist over the lake.
Yeah.
As Ipsalis swings wildly, rocking the boat left and right, with his heavy club, shifting the weight suddenly from right to left, you manage to hold yourselves together as you make it across the rest of the lake relatively easily.
Ugh.
A quick question. In my inventory, I have common clothes. Those now been removed from my inventory as they were flung off of my person.
Yes.
He's just.
Yes, they have.
I was-
Esther.
Does he still have his magic?
Sorry, 2 seconds. Esther.
Sorry, I can wait. It was.
Nope, it's not going to wait. I'm going to call on you now.
We're all gonna wait.
Oh, beautiful, wonderful. I was actually gonna ask about that because, I wanted to ask about the disguise because I know it's meant to only have small things, but would it have like simple like shirt and breeches or something, or would it just be the cosmetic part?
No, I'd say that there'd be like some basic clothes, like, you know, some undergarments and the like. Yeah, no
Okay.
dramas there.
Okay, so as we've just finally gotten to the shore and everyone's getting off, she's like rummaging through her disguise kit on the side, like, oh, don't mind me for a second here. And she's going to pull him out and hand them to you. Besides Ipsilis, none of us knew that's what would happen, right? Just Ipsilis knew that.
I had no idea. I did not know that was going to happen.
You knew to yodel. So
I
you
knew
at
the
least
yodel. I
something.
had no idea I was going to lose my clothes.
But in general, you knew more than us. Just like, I'm getting the impression you aren't gonna be able to explain this either. As she's just handing you clothes.
This is a
Why do I get the
kindness that I
feeling
shall
that
not
you're-
soon forget.
Now that you do know that, you're gonna use it every day.
No, the Vikings are each day gonna be
I
just
am-
destroyed in some way.
If I find somebody that I think looks great or that I want to flirt with, I am absolutely going to yodel at them and have my
He's gonna have his Viking parade come and join him and dance.
What have I
This is
freaking
the
done?
I
way.
do. I have a troupe now. I can do choreography.
No, this is what gets Esther to leave the party. She's gone. She's out. Charles is
Just
still
check.
over there.
Accompanies music. Unfortunately, there is just nothing that can be done with yodeling.
Yeah.
Man, it's the first on your back. We're already making so many regretful
Although
decisions.
I
This is
do
beautiful.
have a nice little pipe dagger that would probably go well with it.
Absolutely. I'm just going to start. I'm going to teach them. I'm going to teach them
Esther's
some Janet
walking, she's
Jackson.
leaving. She's leaving. She's handing you the clothes. She's walking further towards our destination.
Yeah, I'm absolutely going to start singing. We are a part of
No.
Ipsilis Nation.
Why? Why? I
I,
just want to go deliver a cursed box to a mad mage.
Come on.
so,
No, I'm not coming on. I'm not agreeing with this, Kyle.
look, I got nothing. So,
I don't know what's happening.
first of all, I would like to give a very special shout out to a good friend of mine, Rico Muerte 13. It is so good to see you, my friend. For those of you who don't know, Rico is one of my longest running and oldest fans. I hope you are doing well. Happy New Year. Very special and very personal Happy New Year. I hope you are doing well. I hope the family is doing well. It is so wonderful to see you. As for my players, now, you find yourselves once again within the forest, making your way through and to the north. As you do so, our heroes, Michael is adding map stuff. Yeah. All right. Pardon me while I very quickly. Yeah.
We also got a plot twist.
Ooh, plot twist! Hell yeah.
damn.
Varian. All right. Give me 2 seconds while I plot twist this up.
I'm scared now.
Are
Are my Vikings just going to die every single time I summon them?
I think that,
Something horrific is going to happen.
That was just because he used a
He's,
of those
he's gonna
points
hold
of
on to
his-
those just to kill my Viking.
I just think that'd be
Whole
hilarious.
Viking show? No.
Nope.
All right.
Like, only one Viking survives.
Choreography? Nope. Nope.
No, they do not care for your choreography.
We don't care for such.
All right, there we go.
We don't care for these things.
So,
Where's the guy up front? Just kidding.
what is happening? Why is everything...
Oh.
Oh, that's why. Adoy. Aha. All right, you find yourselves in the forest as the night begins to hold over. You set up a small camp in the center, just like kind of in the woods, trying to make sure that you've got enough supplies to last you your journey into the deeper forest. You've never been this far into the. There it is. Aha. Yes, you've never been this far north, and as far as what you've heard, this very, very mysterious, enigmatic figure known only as the Mad Mage may not necessarily be overly enthused to see you, knowing that you might, of course, be walking straight into a deadly encounter. Now,
forests are one of my favorite terrains.
yes.
So I'd love to, like, as we're getting there, sort of like make sure that this campsite is safe. Do your typical sort of scouting around to ensure that we're not just laying down in the middle of like an owl bear den or something.
Oh, sure. Make a perception check, and anyone else wishing to scout may do so as well.
I'm not
Okay.
super great, so I think I might stand at the fire and just kind of take a look at some of the things we have.
All right, and let me see. There we go. And we're gonna do. Where's my perception? All right.
Whoa.
Oh, nothing. Oh my god.
All right. So, Demiro with a 26, Argento with a 9, Ipselis with a 12, and Esther with a 15. Demiro. As you're preparing the camp, preparing the food, you notice that some of the trees seem to be watching you very intently. The others don't seem to notice anything, but you decide to remain quiet, at least for now. If you let on that you know something, it may, of course, alert them, and they might suddenly spring into action. You can whisper to one person about your suspicion. Who would that be?
Argento.
Argento, you are told about the mysterious trees. Before long, you hear the sounds of rustling coming from the direction that Demiro had alerted you to. Argento, what is your reaction?
I'm not going to do anything too aggressive, but I am going to sort of move to that side, closer to that direction, and just sort of stand ground with weapon in hand, ready to sort of defend us.
All right.
As I see him, do you pull out your weapon?
I do. I'm holding it in the hand, ready. So
I'm
warhammer.
immediately going to sort of look up and just sort of like, I'm going to try to give you a look to see what's going on without saying anything.
Out from the bushes to the southwest, a gaunt figure with wild hair, bare feet, and a snarling visage bounds towards you on all fours, wearing tattered gowns of animal skins. You can't tell if it's human or not. As it reaches, it leaps at Argento! And that is where we'll come back to next week when we return to
Do it!
Curse of Strahd! Phoenix Iwaki in the house, ladies and gentlemen. A big shout out, a big, lovely, and wonderful shout out
Hello.
to Phoenix Iwaki Phoenix is a wonderful human being. It is so good to see you, my friend. And of course, I got to have a wonderful chat with Phoenix before the end of last year, which I was very grateful for. So thank you for chatting with me last year, and I hope for many cool adventures this year. I will also be playing with Phoenix at the start of February, which I'm not going to share much more details. I'm just going to leave that floating around because that's a thing. So yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thank you for joining us. We hope that you had a wonderful time. My name is Michael. I'm the Dead Aussie Gamer. You can find me here running a number of games throughout the week. Now, over the school holidays, we are going to be doing the last of our regular programming, as it were. But then we're going to be adding some new, cool, and fantastic things that we're going to be playing around with, including a new show that I'm going to be doing where we're going to not only be creating Hero Forge minis, but I am going to be doing voice work, and I'm actually going to be doing YouTube recording videos of dialogue from said NPC characters. So I'm actually going to be doing that live with people to show you my process, how I learn accents, and then eventually getting to a point where we can deliver lines casually with characters. So if you have an interest in accents and the like, do follow the channel, do stay tuned, because those will be some very big things coming up. In fact, actually, before I go, I will share one said video that I did previously. It was a while ago that I did that. What the hell? I don't want to do hiragana. Why is it Googling that for? I'm going to...
Hiragana Davida. Oh. Sorry.
What?
Like Hiragana Davida.
Look, accents are very scary, Malakisa, but like you take a bit of time, and they do grow on you. They do grow on you a little bit. All right. Now, in the meantime, while I'm looking this up, players' favorite moments, and of course, who you are, where we can find you. Starting, of course, with none other than Ipselus.
I think my favorite moment is definitely getting blown back out of well by a giant crazy dragon and landing as a bat. Like that was delightful. That made me very happy. I am a little disappointed though, because I really did I wanted to grab some of like the little critters and see if my fruit babies would eat the mind flayer tadpoles. Like
that would be neat. Store your babies in there. They eat all of the tadpoles.
I don't know how well that would work out, but yeah, I mean, why not? I think that was a cool moment.
Plenty.
I think that was a cool moment though. I loved the dread that happened when the whole like floor started wriggling and stuff. That was super cool. I quite enjoyed that. Vigog, favorite moment?
Being able to see Nessie again.
Yeah, yes. Nessie was
like as it was eating the.
So it was a plesiosaur, but actually it was more akin to the Loch Ness monster as opposed to being a dinosaur. But we all knew what it was. It was a dinosaur. So
I still think the Miro should have changed into one.
That was probably so far. You know what? Malakisa has single-handedly been responsible for the largest number of my Jinx points on my channel, which I'm very grateful for. But I think that. The death of the Barbarians was my freaking favorite. It was just so funny. There was just such a build up. And then there was the yodel that happened. And then, because we even foreshadowed the plesiosaur, and it was like, is the plesiosaur going to attack us? Oh, the plesiosaur is going to get us. And then, chomp. It gets all the barbarians, and that's the end of them.
Usually turning up with the piano accordion, playing on the bow of the ship.
Yeah. No, that was good. I like that.
Sad accordion.
Argento?
Yeah, I think for me, it's more of just in general what my favorite moment was we've been gone for a couple of weeks, and it's just the general idea of how our party works in a lot of ways. Just the idea.
This party works? Is that a thing? Is this what's happening?
It's lies.
This journey to start. I think it was literally 10 minutes into this. We were supposed to go on a journey.
It took 10 minutes just
to start
nostalgia
the journey, because we're talking about dinosaurs and This is like, what the hell are these guys talking about? Dinosaurs and lightning dragons.
Like, yeah, that's right. When we did that, and this is like, I'm learning so much.
And then the part where Michael's just like, have we been playing that long that we've just reminisced on everything?
Well,
Yeah,
it take us what 3 sessions just to leave the winery.
Yeah, it does. It does take you guys a hot minute. And you know what's really funny?
Gog almost died.
You know what's really
3
funny?
times
It's because each and every one of you have your own entirely unique delay tactics that you have, right?
that we do by accident.
Like for example, Demiro needs to know a lot of information. You know, it's like, yeah, okay, this looks like it'll check out. That'll look like it checks out. You know, he'll feed and he'll grab. Esther will spend half the time trying to get in a word edgewise, and will wait till the very end when everyone is absolutely done talking before Esther will say something. Vagag will never be done talking. So Esther never has something to say.
He'll never
right?
stop dying either.
Every now and then, someone remembers that Argento's around and asks Argento, and then when Argento re-emphasizes what someone else has said, everyone then goes, "That's a great idea, Argento. That's amazing. Where did you come up with such a brilliant idea?" And then
Ipselis back in and smash every single barrel in the winery.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then Ipselis gets involved with the whole thing as well. It's like, how much can I squeeze out of this scene? How much juice is left in the tank? It's like, well, this is pretty dry, but what if I use this magic item in a way that I just made
fill it
up?
out of my cup.
And what if I didn't have that item? Also, if it were worded like this.
And what happens if I cast Gust of Wind on it?
Yes.
It's like a mother with a tub, like a container of soap. They just put more water into it to get all the soap out.
We can use
but
this.
you know what? Truth be told, I wouldn't change it for the world, because the thing is that there is just some glorious moments that arise from that. Like, I loved every second of it. I loved Vagag getting his hands stuck to the mimic. I loved Ipselis ripping out his eyeball and then finding out the one very tiny and very minor inconvenience of the curse. Like, a curse doesn't have to be something like that drains your brain out, right? It can be something as annoying as, I have to take my eye out to see with it. That's really annoying. Like,
Yeah.
it's
fine.
such a pain.
I'm
I
just
agree.
really
I agree.
sad that I have not gotten to use my goddamn chopsticks in a while.
That's true. Also, you haven't been rolling disadvantage on your perception. We'll have to fix that. But yes.
Oh yeah, because he's missing an eye.
Yep. All right.
On the vision, yeah.
Demiro.
Ooh, that's not good.
I liked that we all woke up from fighting this dream dragon, dusted ourselves off, and immediately went out trying to find the dragon again.
We know where it is, at least.
Found it at the bottom of the well, and just put the boards back on and left.
Look, I'm not gonna lie, I had no idea what you guys were thinking. I'm like, this place is sealed up, it's boarded in. I mean, yeah, okay, cool, let's dig it up, and then Ipselis tried to dip the rope in, and I was like,
I knew that was not going to go well.
I was like, okay, no,
for starters, why would you want to bring a tadpole up so it could eat your brains?
No, so I need to feed my fruit babies. This is important.
I think it would go the other way around.
Well,
then
then
goblin hides.
I would have a fabulous mind flayer fruit baby.
No, you know what would happen. You know what would happen, Ipselis?
Yeah,
the babies would be possessed by the illithids, and you would be walking around like one of those Cuban dancers with the fruit hats, right? And it would just be eating you. It would have eaten your brain and just possessed you. That's 100%.
Works perfectly with the new Magic Club. That's all I'm saying. It's all thematic.
Yeah, it would stop.
Keeps my intelligence. I'll lose 1 intelligence, but gain an intelligence from the fruit baby. Even though I'm mind controlled, I'll gain intelligence.
All right.
I
Esther.
lose intelligence because the fruit babies are eating my brain. Yes. I got it.
Esther, favorite moment?
I think today was truly the session of Ipselis Chaos specifically. But I think seeing Ipselis actually succeed in the wisdom save was beautiful. Because he did it. He used to save on the person that both the person that he originally got the item from and the person he originally tried to use it on. In a full circle.
It's true. It's true.
Yeah.
Now it'll never work again. But it's beautiful it happened this time.
Well, that is wonderful. As for me, I think my favorite moment, I already said, was definitely the explosion of the ship. That was just hilarious. I know I shouldn't find it that hilarious, but I just couldn't stop giggling myself. I was like, oh, and just like that, there it goes. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we have reached our time, but thank you so much for coming and joining us. Thank you for being wonderful and incredible people. No matter where you are in the world, I hope that you're having a wonderful day, a wonderful night, and I hope that all of your games and all of your roles bring you the most interesting of adventures. Now, as for who we are going to go and raid, let's raid a lovely small channel here. Who is doing stuff? Let's see. There's lots of people doing stuff. A lot of people who aren't running English channels.
Ooh, Kaz the DM is on.
Kaz
They're
the DM.
delightful.
Hells yeah. Let's go raid Kaz. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to go and raid Kaz the DM. So please join us in celebrating all the wonderfulness that is GMing, including, of course, the ability to prep and prepare one's amazing games. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for being awesome. Until the next time we meet, as always, from us to you, game hard or die trying. Bye, everyone.
Happy New Year!
And Happy New Year!
Yay!